What's going on, you guys? Scuba Diving with Damiano here with another video. On today's video, we're going to go over why you should equalize on every dive. And we do that to clear our ears at each of these depths of our feet. Not so much up here at 10, 14, and 15. But when we get down like 20 through 60, we equalize our ears. Because if we don't equalize, we can blow our eardrums. And that's why we equalize, because the pressure is intense as we go down. And that's why you see us going on our nose and to do a light blow to help our ears equalize. And this is to equalize our ears to the depths, to each of these depths. So each of these depths here, all the way to 60. I'm sorry about the way it is because I have to get a new tripod, so bear with me here on this. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. We do this on every dive. And this is for scuba divers in open water, and in that we do. I'm equalizing at 20 feet as we go down to 20. I'm equalizing on the way down. And that helps to clear the ears, to get them acclimated to the pressure, because each of these depths or feet, has different pressure, pressure. So we have to equalize to that depth. And if you can't equalize the other, and this is some that divers have some problems on that. What you do is you just go up here and then do it again, and try to equalize again. You just go up, like let's say you're at, let's say that you're trying to go down to 20, and you can't equalize, and you start to go down to 20 and you can't equalize. Go back up to 19 feet and try it again. Go back up and try to and try to equalize again, and then see if that helps. And in some cases, if it doesn't help, then come out of the water, come out and try another day. But a lot of times, I know I equalize, and on the one dive we went on, when we went to the scuba at White Star Koi, so we had equalized, and that was at 40 feet. That was approximately down to 40 feet here. That was at 40 feet that we had to equalize on. So each of those depths, 10, 14, 15, not so much equal. You don't have to equalize on that, because that's, but when you get down to like 20, 21, on down to 60 and beyond, those are the depths starting at 20 or 19, 20. Then you want to start to equalize. You want to start to clear your ears, because if you don't, if you just, a lot of people do that. A lot of people, they just go down, and I do that. They don't even hold the, they don't even equalize, and then they wonder why they have, they blow the eardrums. Is because the pressure is so intense when we go down. The pressure, it builds on you, and if you don't equalize to that depth, if you don't equalize to each, well, you equalize as needed. Sometimes you may have to equalize, sometimes it's as needed, but especially for these depths here, I will highly suggest equalizing to each of those depths. I mean, I've done it when I went down. Even though I equalized at 20, I still equalized at the rest of them. I know when I went down to 40, that the pressure was intense. So I had to actually come up, and I had to actually go up to 39 feet and redo it again. I had to actually equalize again, baby. I couldn't equalize. So I had to actually go back up to 39 feet and do it again. It finally worked. But that's the thing. That's why we equalize on that. Is because that will protect us. That protect open water, recreational divers, and that it will protect us from a reverse blockage, and because we have a reverse blockage, is air will get trapped in your ear, and it won't clear. And especially if you have like a cold or something, which I really don't recommend diving with a cold, because you'll be able to you won't have, if you have trouble equalizing, it won't. You have what we call as a reverse blockage, is where air is trapped in, water gets trapped in your ear. And that's what we call reverse blockage. So that's why we tend to always equalize when we go down to each of these depths. To each of these depths here, or feet or depths. So when we go down to like maybe, the pressure gets intense. Because I've been down to 59 feet. I've been down to 59 feet, and it's and the depths down there. The pressure is intense. So that's why we always equalize at every depth. We always make sure we do that, because because if you don't, it's not like we're snorkeling where you see them. Even some of the snorkelers, they do that sometimes. They will equalize, especially to go down. Especially when they go down to, like even free divers. Free divers will equalize when they go down. You see them holding their nose when they get down to certain depths, straight down, and they will be. They're actually, they'll actually equalize. And they get the ears, clear. That's what protects us from getting our eardrums ruptured. Because if you don't equalize and you go down and you just say, well, I'm not going to equalize, I'm just going to go straight down, or I'm just going to go down to like 20 feet without equalizing. Because as soon as you get down there, your ears they will rupture. The eardrums will completely rupture to where you'll be deaf. That's why we urge that. And that's why we always say to equalize, and each of these, at every depth, at every depth as needed. But for me, I equalize like at 20, and as we start to go down further, I will equalize again. But you don't want to. But you want. When you blow, when you do equalize, make sure you don't go too hard, because you don't want to get a nosebleed, because it will happen with diving. It will happen. It does happen, because I had a couple of them happen to me with a nosebleed. It's not uncommon. That happens for like all new divers. and mine have eventually went away. But it does come back occasionally. Sometimes it does come back, but it's okay if you get a nosebleed, especially especially as a diver. It's not uncommon for first time divers, for beginners, to have that. It's not uncommon. We get them, especially when we're first starting out, or if we blow too hard when we're equalizing. When we're equalizing and we too hard, then we get the nosebleed. But typically, it really doesn't happen that much. But we do equalize because our ears. Again, if it's very important to equalize on each one of these dives, because if you don't, and I'll say it again, you would get. You rupture your eardrum. Your eardrums will become ruptured if you don't equalize. That's why you always equalize. Again, sorry for late start. I wanted to do this, video. Earlier, but I kind of got sidetracked on stuff. So I finally getting it out now. But so I hope you learned, so I hope you learned something from it. And if you had a problem, I'm equalizing, let me know down in the comments below what your story was on equalizing. If you couldn't equalize, or if you did equalize, say down in the comments that I equalize when I dive, or something like that. Say your story where you if you had a problem equalizing, and if you have any questions, or that I hope you learned something from this. I've been going. I'm on my eighth. I'm going on my 8th year of diving. I'm going on my 8th year. I've been diving since 2017, so I've been doing this a long time. So yeah, it's. So if you guys learned something from this, and so make sure you turn on those post notifications and subscribe, and be sure to subscribe, and that helps the channel out. That subscribers, it helps, keeps us going. It helps keep more videos coming out, and so make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss a single upload. And this is Scuba Diver Ricky Damiano, and I'll see you in the next one.